There's a program running your life right now, a silent code inside your brain that makes your choices before you even think them. It decides what you believe, how you react, what you attempt, and what you avoid. And here's the startling truth. You didn't program it. It was written for you. From the moment you were born, the world started installing ideas into your mind like software. Your parents, your teachers, your friends, your failures, each one wrote lines of code into your subconscious. Some of it served you. Most of it didn't. Now that program runs day and night, quietly controlling your destiny while you call it reality. That inner code is why two people face the same opportunity, and one leaps while the other hesitates. It's why some feel unshakable confidence, while others drown in self-doubt. The difference isn't intelligence, luck, or background. It's programming. One mind says, I've got this, and acts accordingly. The other says, I'm not ready, and never even tries. You think you're living your life, but in truth, you're living your program. Every time you've said, that's just how I am, you were quoting your script. Every time you've sabotaged your progress just when things started working, that was the program protecting itself. It doesn't care about your success. It cares about survival. It's designed to keep you safe, even if safety costs you your dreams. The mind resists change because change threatens the patterns it depends on. Your brain would rather repeat a familiar misery than risk an unfamiliar miracle. That's the danger of the program inside you. It convinces you that its fear is wisdom, that its hesitation is caution, and that its comfort is peace. But comfort is not peace. It's slow suffocation disguised as stability. Napoleon Hill once wrote that whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. But what he didn't say outright was this: your mind cannot believe beyond the limits of its programming. Before faith can flood your heart, it must first replace the code of fear. Understand this. Your brain is like the most powerful operating system in the world, but if it's running outdated software, the power becomes a prison. You can install new apps, set new goals, and seek new strategies, but if the core system remains broken, every plan will crash. That's why people read the same books, attend the same seminars, make the same resolutions, and still go back to who they were. They change their environment, but not their program. The program in your brain learns from repetition. Every thought you think, every belief you feed it becomes a command, and the subconscious obeys without judgment. If you tell yourself, I'm not good enough, it doesn't argue. It says, understood, and begins filtering experiences to confirm that story. It will make you notice every failure, remember every insult, and forget every victory until your life perfectly mirrors that belief. But the opposite is also true. When you say with conviction, I am capable, I am chosen, I am destined, your brain reprograms. It begins searching for evidence to validate that command. It shifts your focus, expands your awareness, and attracts people and situations that align with your new self-image. That's not mysticism, that's mastery, because what you focus on consistently becomes the blueprint for what you experience. Your results in life are not random. They're rendered by repetition. Every time you say, I can't, it writes another line of limiting code. Every time you say, I can, even when you don't yet see how, you begin rewriting that code. The brain doesn't change overnight, but it changes through insistence. Each thought is a vote. Each belief is a command. Each repetition is a line of new code. So ask yourself right now, what program am I running? Is it one of fear, scarcity, and smallness, or one of courage, abundance, and purpose? Because that program predicts your future more accurately than any economy or external circumstance ever will. Think about it. You have dreams bigger than your current life because a higher part of you is calling for an upgrade. The problem is that your old program keeps crashing every time you try to install new goals. You say you want wealth, but the program says wealth is greedy. You say you want love, but the program says you're not worthy. You say you want change, but the program says, what if you fail? So you retreat, not because you're weak, but because your brain has mistaken protection for progress. The most successful people among us are not those who never had a faulty program. They are the ones who rewrote theirs. They learned that the mind can be retrained just like a muscle can be rebuilt. Repetition is the exercise. Language is the weight. Vision is the fuel. When you choose a new belief and repeat it with emotion, your subconscious begins to bend. Science calls it neuroplasticity. Napoleon Hill called it faith, and faith is the ultimate reprogramming tool, the proof unseen yet believed until it becomes visible. Faith says to the mind, deliver what I decide, not what I fear. You must master the art of commanding your own mind. No one will do it for you. Most people are slaves to their programming, victims of beliefs they never questioned. They follow inherited limitations like cultural commandments. People like us don't succeed. Money changes you. That's just life. These are viruses in the system, and they only die when confronted by a stronger truth spoken repeatedly. You have to interrupt those patterns, challenge them. Each time the brain warns, you can't, declare, watch me. Each time it reminds you of your past, tell it, that's old code, and I'm rewriting it. The subconscious is obedient. It just needs instruction and consistency. The way out of your current reality is not more labor, but new language. If you keep saying, I'm trying, you'll keep trying. But start saying, I am doing, and the brain adjusts to make it true. Your words are installation commands. Use them wisely. Each time you speak faith, you're uploading power. Each time you speak fear, you're downloading limitation. Most people wait for evidence before they believe. That's not how programming works. Belief comes first. Evidence is the update that follows. You have to choose a thought before it has proof. The world will call you unrealistic until your results prove them wrong. But the power that builds empires does not live in logic. It lives in repetition of belief. Do you want to know when your life will shift? The exact moment you stop feeding the old code. The second you stop telling the same stories about your limits, stop replaying the same painful memories. Stop speaking about someday. Change begins when your mind runs new instructions with conviction, not conditionally, but daily. Every success story you've ever admired began the same way. Someone stopped accepting the programming they inherited and started building the one they wanted. They replaced I hope with I will, I wish with I am, and someday with today. You can do that right now. You don't need permission. You don't need proof. You just need precision, clear thoughts spoken consistently with feeling, backed by action. That's how new code becomes identity. That's how destiny gets rewritten. It won't happen instantly, but it will happen inevitably. The repetition that built your limitations is the same repetition that will break them. Hill said, the man who wins is the one who believes he can. So believe. Not once, but again and again until your mind obeys you without argument. The old program served its purpose. It kept you alive, but it will not make you thrive. It's time to uninstall your fear, delete the lies, and rewrite the script. The program in your brain is the operating system of your reality, and you, and only you, hold the power to update it. Every thought is a line of code. Every day is a chance to rewrite it. So write boldly, write faithfully, write with power, because the life you dream of isn't locked inside circumstance. It's locked inside your programming, and the password has always been belief.